Hello everybody, this is Brian, keeping Walt and Disney, and I'm just enjoying a nice walk on the river here in San Antonio today. It's hot, crazy hot, but I just wanted to come online real quick and just promote a couple things. First of all, to thank everybody, I just hit like 15,000 followers this weekend, so that's awesome. I appreciate that. Appreciate all you guys following along and celebrate keeping Walt in Disney. So just enjoying this walk along the San Antonio River today, so thought you guys would like it. Try to do my walk early before it gets to be 120 degrees. But yeah, it's about 90 right now, but already sweating. So Thursday night, Jared and I did a live action chat on Follow Me Boys. So I posted that on to my reels, so you can check that out. It's a little long. I also posted it on YouTube, so you can check it out there as well. And we had a great time talking about Fred McMurray and Vera Miles, Kurt Russell, Charlie Ruggles and the gang, as they just basically lived their lives out in Hickory. It was a fun show. So go back and check that out. Also, Chris, my podcast partner, and Ruthie. Well, Ruthie wasn't on our last podcast, but we went ahead and released part 2 of our Dumbo podcast, so that can be found on my my partner's page, DisneyChris_JC_podcast. You can go to his Instagram and click the link in the bio and listen to that. It's fun. We kind of get into a little bit of the controversy, like the crows in Dumbo, so it's fun. See everybody that's joined in here. Thanks for following along. So I'm just walking down the San Antonio River for a few minutes. Just kind of wanted to talk about some of the things that have been going along with my page and the podcast I do. So yeah, listen to Dumbo. We just released it, part 2. Go back and listen to part 1. I listen to the podcast on Apple. So if you go to Apple Podcasts and search Jiminy Cricket's podcast, you can subscribe, and I'd really appreciate if you left us a review. That kind of helps promote the podcast, helps others find it easier when they're searching for Disney history podcasts specifically. So I was just checking to see if anybody online has listened to it, if you had any comments or questions, or if you just had any questions about Disney in general. If not, no big whoop. I took my boys to go see Lightyear last night. That was fun. We really enjoyed it. A lot of neat Easter eggs. A lot of nostalgia for the Toy Story franchise and that. And so we kind of had a good time. Eating popcorn, laughing at Buzz, laughing at Buzz's cat, Socks, who I think stole the movie. So if you're kind of on the fence about seeing Lightyear, go watch it for the cat, because he's really funny. Sounds like somebody's playing the trumpet over here. Gonna try not to trip down these steps here, because I don't know if you guys know, but I walk with a cane a lot, because I am a cancer survivor. I've been cancer free for almost 6 years now, but as a result, I've had some major surgery done to my left leg, and I have to use a cane when I go on longer walks, or especially if I go to the Disney parks. But that's fine, you know. They could have chopped off part of my leg and I wouldn't be able to walk, so I'd be in a wheelchair. But I'm not. I'm grateful for that. And I could have died too, so I didn't, thank goodness. And I'm here sharing this walk with you guys today. So San Antonio is a wonderful city, beautiful river, and totally recommend you come for a visit. Preferably not in the summer when it's like death degrees out. But it can be hot. So yeah, I just want to come on real quick and thank everybody for following along. I hit over 15,000 followers this weekend. And I don't really pay too much attention to that, but it's awesome to know that there's a lot of folks that follow this account that like to celebrate the era of Disney when Walt was alive. And that's what I'm all about. And we had a couple of podcast releases. We released part 2 of Dumbo. So go to my podcast partner's Instagram, DisneyChris_JC_podcast. Click on the link in his bio. You can find the podcast, or you can search Jiminy Cricket's podcast on Apple. Nice job, man, with the trumpet. Yeah, that was cool. But also, go back on Thursday night. Jared and I recorded a live chat of Follow Me Boys, and we had a good time with that. And Jared's been really great. You know, I think we've done about 8 shows together. And we've done, let's see, what are some of the movies we've talked about? The Parent Trap, The One and Only Genuine Family Band. Oh, The One and Only Original. No, gosh, I'm messing it up. The One and Only Genuine Original Family Band. The Gnome-Mobile. We've done the Moon Spinners. We've done Blackbeard's Ghost, which I'm having trouble trying to archive that and put it up for you guys, but hopefully that'll come soon. We did the Shaggy Dog and the North Avenue Irregulars a few weeks ago. That was one of our best episodes. I think if you guys haven't seen that, it's a great movie, hilarious. And just this last Thursday we did Follow Me Boys with Fred McMurray. And in a couple of weeks we are going to celebrate summer by talking about summer magic. So that's what's next on the list. I don't see too many comments here, but I'm kind of nearing the end of my walk. But again, just wanted to thank everybody for following along. Feel free to drop a comment on any of my posts. Just tell me why you like to follow this account, or what you like about Walt, or what you'd like to see in the parks that celebrate Walt. I was on a YouTube show last Sunday, and the host, Mousepiration, they invited me to come on their show. So go check it out, Mousepiration's YouTube channel, or go to Mousepiration on Instagram, MOUSEPIRATION. I think that's how it's spelled. And he had this great idea for a revamp of the Carousel of Progress, which was basically change each scene to like a pivotal moment in Walt's life. and celebrate Walt from his early beginnings in Chicago, Marceline, Kansas City, and moving to Los Angeles, starting, working on his Alice comedies, and then Oswald the Lucky Rabbit, and then dealing with the hardship that happened with that character, as he wasn't contractually the owner, and so he lost Oswald, but that gave him the opportunity to create Mickey. And then you've got the Steamboat Willie, you have the Silly Symphonies, and then Snow White. And, our folks. And after Snow White, the new Walt Disney Studio, and then the War Years, all of the great animation films that came after the war and before, and then Disneyland, all that stuff could be celebrated in some form of another with the Carousel of Progress. It would be great. I'd love to see more of Walt in Disneyland. Of course, you have his apartment, and there's a lot of nods to Walt in the park. Of course, you can feel his presence there, but more of a physical representation of Walt would be great, other than the partner statue. But would it be cool to have like a Walt Disney audio animatronic in the Carousel of Progress? Either at Magic Kingdom, or convert the old Carousel of Progress theater at Disneyland into the Carousel of Progress again and make it all about Walt. That would be awesome. So that's about it. I'm just about done with this walk here. And I'm going to sign off. I'm going to move into the shade and see if there's any comments or questions. Oh, Miss CYG, you share a birthday with Walt. That's awesome. So December 5th? That's great. I love that. You guys can share cake together. And my Disneyland home says, I'm in your hometown. Well, that's awesome. We should meet up sometime. Send me a message. A little museum in Disneyland would be great. Kind of like what they have at Hollywood Studios, like One Man's Dream. Of course, there's lots of places around LA to enjoy that. Or the museum up in San Francisco. Yep. Filthy Success asks, was that based off of Disneyland? Oh, the Carousel of Progress? If that's what you're asking about. It originated at the World's Fair in '64 and then moved to California, to Disneyland, shortly thereafter. And I think it was '75 it closed and moved to Magic Kingdom. And in '76 or '74 it closed and moved to Magic Kingdom. And then in '76 or '75 they opened up America Sings. I'm not exactly sure on those years, but thanks, Thomas Quinn. I appreciate that comment. I enjoy sharing this stuff with you guys, sharing my love of Walt, and just doing my part to make sure Walt Disney is remembered in this era of Marvel and Star Wars and all these other things that Disney is doing. Yes, I've been to Marceline. My family and I went in 2017 and really had a great day. We did everything we wanted to except for go into Walt Disney Elementary School. But we saw the hometown museum. We saw the park where they had the midget Autopia. And we just basically felt like Walt's influence in that town. And it was easy to see how he was inspired by that small community, especially the site of his farm, his dream tree, all those things there that Walt vividly remembers, even though he only spent a few years there of his childhood. But it had such a lasting effect on him that those elements that he experienced in Molosine really do surface in a lot of his work afterwards, like a lot of the barnyard animal shorts, and many of his cartoons, are a direct influence from his time in Marceline. And he learned to draw there. So yeah, it's a wonderful town. But well, thanks everybody. Anytime, my Disneyland home. If you ever want to meet up, just send me a DM. I'm in San Antonio too. I live in the northeast part, the Stone Oak area up there. My kids go to Johnson High School. So it's been a pleasure talking with y'all again. Check our Instagram live chat with Jared at Every Disney Flick. We did Follow Me Boys, or go to Disney Chris_JC_podcast. Click the link in his bio. Listen to our Dumbo podcast, or find it on Apple Podcasts by searching Jiminy Cricket's podcast, and leave us a review if you can. That would be great. So y'all have a great day, and enjoy your weekend, Father's Day weekend. Give your dad a hug if you can. I can't, because we're several miles apart, several thousand miles apart, but I'll give him a call. But we can all remember the greatest dad in Disney, which is Walt. Maybe pay homage to Walt on Father's Day and thank him, because he's really kind of like all of our dads, or uncle, or grandfather. And we appreciate what he's done. So everybody have a great day, and I'm signing off. Take care, and I'll talk to you later.